You know, it's scarred the whole side of that bank now, and there's nothing to hold the. And this is all a sand basin through here. It's not gravel, it's mostly sand. So you can see when you get a surge of water, it's all going to end up in the ravine. And then plus they just dumped the trees into the ravine.
Where were the large trees that you said they took out?
Right over here, you can see. Yeah, it's behind this screen, but there's a stump like this right on the bank. And they cut quite a few that were right on the edge.
Was there any reason for them to take the trees that were right on the edge?
Probably because they're getting boards out of them. The reason ancient trees are in here because of the ravines. Nobody could really get in here. In the olden days, it wasn't worth it. So now they have this big caterpillar that just pushes through. So now they can access places that used to be protected by geography. Yeah. And instead of having horses, at least, pulled out, they bring these big track vehicles in there, just like army tanks. They just mow everything over. You can see when you walk through.
You know, Barb said that there were cups falling off of a shelf.
They were a huge piece of equipment.
Did you feel the earth move when you...
No, but I'm on the other side of it.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
They were right behind her house.
Yeah, they were.
But you said it sounded like the army over there.
It was big equipment. I mean, they were just pushing trees over. So.
Oh yeah, there's that stump.
And there's another one up above there. And there's another one over
Right in the middle. 71 oak trees?
there.
They did 71 oak trees. The size of this, right?
You can see the stumps over there.
Yeah, that's right. The stumps are this size.
They cut and then they dragged the trees up the bank. That's why they see this stump right here.
Yeah.
So they dragged them up and ripped the topsoil right off. I don't know. The only thing I saw was they were out here staking the boundary.
Okay, so this is a waterway. This is a ravine that comes down here. It came down here. And then if you look at the land, they've cut right through this bank here, right through the bank, right through the waterway, and up the other side just to get to trees over there. So look, they took the tops off all the trees, they brought their bulldozer, and they just pushed the tops into the ravine. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it is unbelievable. Look at this.
I mean, all the ravines are just trash. Now look at the bank.
Yeah, look
They
at the
just
bank.
Dug right through that. How big skittles, this big. This whole place is sand.
This is an ancient sand dune. This is an ancient Lake Erie sand dune. And they just like bulldozed all the way through it.
So between the ancient sand dune and the fox den that was eliminated and the silviculture is pretty wrecked,
Oh, this is a watershed.
and this is a watershed. How did this happen in a protected watershed?
Trees with their machines. Look at it.
Yeah, they're all scarred.
I hate to go and look at the rest of it.
They said they marked it with an orange slash. But, you know,
Yeah, when it rains.
that will
Where is it
increase-
going to go?
That will increase the turbidity of the lake.
Down to the lake. This is going to be sediment into the lake. I mean, this is what you call almost eco-terrorism.
Yeah.
You know, you want to save it.
The size of this stump here, that tree must have been huge there.
You can see the size of these stumps.
Look at the size of these trees.
All going to be down there. First heavy rain you have, it's all going to be down there in that run.
I wonder where the protection was for this ravine in the watershed.
That's when I saw him cutting that tree. I go, what are you doing? What are you doing?
That is right on
I mean, look at these. This one here. Those are the roots holding this whole bank together. How many centuries of that tree? I mean, what do they really think? Yeah, I'm no expert, but just common sense tells you. Sand and water, you know who's going to lose.
and there will be a flood of it going into the lake, right?
Well, it could be sediment. They think it's just going to be a nice, clean, cut a tree and move on.
Right.
But look over here. Look at this tree.
Yeah.
That they could find.
You stand up on here and take.
I know, I was standing on this tree. I could fit inside these.
Careful. Jill, you gonna stand up there with her?
Look at
She
the
might.
size of this tree. Look at the size of this tree. I would fit in this tree.
I
It's
know.
really enormous. What's wrong?
You gotta stop and think about the root structure here. Those roots,
Yep.
now they're
Would have gone out as far as the bank. Okay, so this tree is huge. This tree was nurturing the other little trees. All trees are connected in the ecosystem. All trees are connected via their roots. This tree provides sugars to help the other little trees grow. Now that this big tree is gone, there is no hope for those little trees. They've lost the mother tree.
old trees.
You're right.
It's like a flash flood thing. When it rains, all the water runs in here. U.S. Steel owned this land. That's, you know, who bought that was Andrew Carnegie. He bought the whole freaking lakefront. You know, anything that wasn't granted to somebody from fighting in the Battle of 1812. That's where a lot of these people, like Holidays and that's where they got their land. It was a land grant. They couldn't pay the soldiers. So they come out here and carved up Indian land and gave it to them as payment. That's why you see the Battles Farm, you see the Holidays out in Springfield, and those families, that's why they have so much property. That goes back to Franklin Pierce signed all the Sterretania. That's Robert F. Sterrett. He was given that land as a land grant.
Yeah, well,
He was related to the battles. left trees laying against other trees. I mean, and they're gonna have hiking trails. How many widowmakers do you have up there now?
Yeah, they talk about widowmakers, but look at this.
Look at 'em.
This is such a mess. Look at
You're
them.
gonna have them all through here now because you've broken so many limbs when you drop these trees. They're just laying up there. The thing is, it's just you probably have to post it, just like everything else. You have to
Walk at your own risk.
warning. You putting a road in over there? I was serious. I wasn't being facetious. I asked him, "Are you putting a road over there?" Because that's what it looked like to me they were doing. I mean, they had a big blade on this thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still sitting over there.
I took a picture of it.
You saw how big it was.
Yeah.
They just dropped that baby and.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, all I
still-
heard was cracking and chainsaws, cracking and busting, snapping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For how many days?
that's at least a week give back here. To the point where I actually said, "How much cutting are you doing?" I mean, they got to that point where 7 o'clock in the morning, they'd be out here cutting all day long. And it sounded like they were all right in this area all that time. It's a natural runoff from the top of that side of the.
And they already messed up on the west side where they cut that huge road down to the lake and they all eroded and it sank.
So, what happened when they started logging? Where were you?
I was here at home.
And you said that you could actually feel the ground.
Oh, yes. I had to leave the house for a couple of days because I had stuff that got knocked off the walls and smashed. I don't expect that to be replaced, but it scared me so much. It just shook with the sandy soil. That I left because it was scary. I knew what was going on, but at the same time, it was
Did
nerve-wracking.
you receive any kind of notification that this
No.
would be going on
No,
behind
no,
your
no.
property or your home?
No,
Any things that you might be alerted to?
no.
No, there was nothing. Okay. So how long have you lived here?
Almost 50 years. We built the home in 1972.
So has there been any harvesting since 1972?
No, but I've had 2 logging companies come down and ask to log my walnut trees. And they especially wanted to do my front woods. And I said, I know what logging companies do. I do not want them here. And they said, well, we can get Amish people who will use horses and skids. And I said, no.
What about the foxes den? You said that.
Oh, yes. What really upset me was I've always had a fox den down here. And it's across the ravine. And every spring I have kids in my backyard. And this year she had 3 and they play in the backyard every spring. And if they only would have asked me about different habitats around here before they came down through. They just blew through the fox den. I don't know where the fox are. I have no deer here. The coyote are gone. I had a bear. The fox I haven't seen. The owls. They said the Girard Township has to buy the bond, and that facilitates some cleanup with the logging company after something like this happens.
So you need to find out if they got the bond for the
Right.
cleanup.
I'd like to ask that question.
The ecosystem and the silviculture that's been destroyed back there, I don't think any bond can bring that back.
That's what I'm worried about. We lost the creek. They went right down through the vein where the creek was, and now that's all sand. It's like a roadway back there.
Yeah, they went right through the creek.
I'm worried about erosion, like come spring, after we get the heavy snowfall, in the wintertime, and that's going to go down toward Kelly's Run. What's going to happen?
Flooding.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm worried about.